Hi, Viper Chemistry students. Let's work a limiting reactants problem. And this problem that I'm showing up here on the board is number practice problem number 1 from Unit 7 student notes. Okay, so let's kind of see how that would work out for us. Okay, so in this problem, there's what it's saying is that carbon dioxide is going to react with hydrogen, and it gives you the amounts in grams of each of those. Now we have to have a balanced chemical equation. So that's the first thing we're going to need to do here. And so we can see that in the reactant side, there's 2 hydrogens, but there are 4 hydrogens here. So if we put a 2 here, we now have 4 on each side, 1 carbon and 1 oxygen. So we have a balanced equation. So we have a 1 to 2 to 1 mole ratio. All right, now I have worked out the molar mass for each of these, the 2 reactants and the product, because you're going to need all 3 of those values. So for the molar mass of carbon monoxide, there's 12.01 grams of carbon. That's the atomic mass from the periodic table. And then for oxygen, 15.99 grams from the periodic table, the atomic mass. So we've got carbon monoxide, we've got hydrogen gas, and then we've got what's called methanol, the product. So when we react these 2 carbon monoxide and hydrogen gas reactants, we're going to get a product called methanol. Okay, so you can see then that we have the molar mass values ready to go, and now we get to solve 2 mass problems. Okay, because we want to know which one of these reactants is the limiting reactant. All right, and so how to do that, then we start with the value of carbon monoxide, 152.5 grams of carbon monoxide. We go through our dimensional analysis sequence, and you can see how it's set up. It's a 1-to-1 ratio of methanol to carbon monoxide. As we bring this across, then here is our value that we get for the amount of product formed if we started with this amount of carbon monoxide. So that's our mass problem number 1. Now the second mass problem we're saying starts with 24.5 grams of hydrogen gas. And then again, the dimensional analysis brings us across to a value of 194.30 grams of methanol. Okay, which one is the limiting reactant? And so what you always look for is the least amount of product formed. You can only form so much product. Which one is limiting that? It's the one that's the least. So this then becomes our limiting reactant. I like to draw a box around these just because that allows us to kind of focus on the results of the mass problems. But anyway, here's our limiting reactant. And so if we're going to make a declaration, and we're going to say limiting reactant is carbon monoxide. Voila, we're done. Okay, wasn't that fun? All right, keep working hard. Thank you for watching. And as always, if you have questions, don't hesitate to reach out. Now, in our module, this will be labeled as an example. Okay. All right, we'll see you next time.